on? All right, I feel like I'm too low here. He's tall. So I'm in Saugerties, New York today, and I'm waiting for the excavator to show up. Hey, remember those days when we could work till like 9 p.m.? I gotta tell you, I'm feeling it. I know. This job is kicking my butt. It's only 7. We used to have 2 more hours in it. I know. I'll tell you what though, let's run through it because it looks, we got a lot done today. We did. A ton. We had everybody pulled together, worked real hard, got a ton done. Bob is just still finishing up the joints on that bluestone, but all the bluestone capping got done today. The wetland got dug. You guys did a heck of a job over there finishing up the top of the infinity edge. We just got very little fine tuning to do tomorrow. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I was trying to keep a straight face on that. We're trying to get out of here in 2 days. I don't know if that's going to even happen. It's going to happen. We have so this is like the death by 1,000 cuts now. All the major work is done except for the wetland. Now it's all the finishing, like the hooking up the plumbing, the lights, the edges, the pumps, the grading. And all that stuff. 2 days. 2 days. We got 2 days, he says. All right. We're going to get back at it tomorrow. We'll see you then. All right, right now what we're doing is getting ready for our wetland filter. This is the excavation. It's actually 15 by 20, and we're digging it about 42 inches down from grade. The reason we're doing 42 inches is we have small aqua blocks, which are 9 inches. Then we want to have all the different gradations of our gravel, plus 4 to 6 inches of water on top of it just for looks. One of the things that we calculate is the actual recreation pond part is 20 by 40, which is 800 square feet. And the wetland is 15 by 20, so we got 300 square feet there. So basically we are between 35 and 40% of surface area, and that's where we like to be. Better to oversize it than to underfilter. All right, Nick, it's day 14 and we are coming to the wire. I originally said Wednesday. You think we're gonna get it done today?
I think so.
I do too. I mean, last night we didn't leave here till after 7, or I don't know, it was closer to 7:30, and we're right back here early this morning. So we got to finish that wetland up. We got a little bit of plumbing to do, and we got to tuck all the edges on this pond. But we got quite a few people here today.
Yeah.
So I think we better get to work.
I'd say so.
All right, we'll see y'all soon. A 3-inch line coming in underneath the wetland to our centipede modules. The only thing is we have an 18,000 gallon per hour pump, and we really only want to push somewhere around 12,000 underneath into those centipede modules, just so we got that slower flow. So what we're doing is we're splitting off with a 2-inch line. That's going to be a dump line just to put extra water in here. That'll in turn make our waterfall look that much better. We have another 3-inch line that's coming up from our 2 pumps that's going to run all our jets in a bubbling rock. And we have all these edges to start tucking in there, and I'm hoping this rain holds out because they said it's a possibility today. We got to mix a little concrete because we want to fasten in those edges because this is more of a formal feature. So normally we're tucking our liner behind boulders. This we're going to do a concrete collar all the way around. Aquatic plants down on that end. Just a few aquatic plants over there. They're going to be low because we do not want to mess with the visibility looking out at this beautiful view. Of course, right now it's a little cloudy and misty, and aquatic plants down here with another cool little feature over there where we got a bubbling rock. So we actually forgot to take the tape off the jets, so Andrew has volunteered to go in this ice cold water. Yeah, I guess he didn't really volunteer, did he? But he did make a mistake of telling us he was a lifeguard at one time, so we know he can swim real well. So we got our last loads of water coming. We got about 18,000 gallons on its way. It's starting to fill the rest of the pond. Jason's down here priming the pumps.
So these Aquascape external pumps are not self-priming. So what we have to do is prime them with water so they're not running dry. So how we achieve that is on the return line, we keep our valve closed, and on our suction line, we keep that valve open so we can fill that suction hose. In our pond vaults over there, we have a check valve, which will stop that water from flowing down into the pit. All right, so I'm just about done priming this pump. And what I'll do is plug that up with silicone on the threads of this. We'll plug that and get a nice tight seal, watertight seal, and then I'll have to do the same thing on the other pump as well. And the reason we prime the pumps is to make sure that these external pumps, the propellers in there, have water right away. We don't want them to run dry.
So while Jason gets that going, we are just chewing our fingernails off with anticipation. This waterfall is going to be rocking when those pumps get going. Our wetland is ready to go. Kyle's over there just doing some finish raking. This pond is just about ready. Stick around, we are firing this thing up. All right, Alan, 14 days. Incredible amount of work we accomplished here in 14 days. 14 days. You ready to turn this thing on? I am. Let's do it. 30,000 gallons an hour of water coming down this waterfall. I mean, I gravitate right to the waterfall because that's what I'm into. Absolutely. We haven't even gotten to the pond portion yet with the negative edge showing the whole backdrop. I mean, it's just crazy. But just coming down here, you can feel the power of that water. That's an immense amount of water coming off, like 50 tons of rock down here. So one of the most important things about this is they wanted a formal swimming recreation pond, whatever you might want to call it. But it really, when you get to the top, looks like a swimming pool. When you're down here, is more of the natural stuff that we generally do. And then we still have a wetland on the upper end. So that's just like, there's always something to look at with this project. And that's where like the hybrid portion of this project comes in. Like, I am extremely tired. We put in some major hours here. I bet you there was 14 days, 9 guys, probably like well over 1,000 man hours. We had 3 loads, actually 3.5 loads of that limestone block from Missouri. I don't know, maybe 100 or so tons of boulders.
At least, yeah.
We got a 5,000 gallon reservoir down the bottom here.
Plus all the gravel, cobble, all that other stuff that's hidden.
Bluestone caps, everything. There's so much to see here.
Whenever Jack and I get together to do a collaboration, we just get things done.
Dude,
and freaking rock it.
Our teams coming together, they melded perfectly. Right? This is strenuous because we're talking about major project, right? We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to build something like this, and you have to have everybody on point. Exactly. And I think we had that with this situation, and we had a great customer. I mean, between Peter and Nejla, those two were just fantastic with us.
Phenomenal. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you want to go over to Atlantis Watergardens and hit the subscribe button, come over to our channel, hit the subscribe button, and you never know what other projects we're going to be on together, but you're just going to have to follow along and see.
Ice skating, Sheboygan, December 2022. With lights on. Clara, let's see some skating. Nice. Get back, Esme, get back, get back. Okay. Get it, Esme, get back, Esme. Oh, Clara.